Well, good afternoon, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are listening from. Welcome to the Rude Boy Sound. I am DJ Paul for Tottenham, USA. And so, as I continue my series of looking behind the scenes to see the people and the players in terms of the backroom staff that is involved with the operation, the day to day operation of Tottenham Hotspur, I give you a clip of Scott Munn, Chief Football Officer, giving his take, what his role is, and what is the expectations of the club. Before I actually roll the video, I just want to give my take on what you're about to listen to or what you're about to watch, and that is, I do have a preconceived decision after watching the full length video and also watching this portion, which I took from a longer length video, but I wanted to keep it just to here because it showed that we are not, as a club, being run at the top by men who are football men. We are being run, in my estimation, by two men pretty much who are infrastructure first, the aesthetics of the buildings, and so on and so forth. And that's what I got from the introduction of Scott. And so, without further ado, I want you to listen. You can give me your opinion on the Rude Boy sound. Let me know if I'm too harsh, if I'm misinformed based on what I saw. But I just want to get a feedback to see if I'm down the right path. And this is the second in the series of my video. I'm going to end up doing about 6 videos because we have as far as maybe 7. So I have done one which kind of drag out Daniel Levy to say, what is he pretty much is doing as far as the football is concerned. The one with Aaron Lennon, which is up right now. I'm doing this one again, which introduced using Scott Munn to see exactly what he's about and what his intent are for the club. I don't hear a lot of football in the short clip, and this concerns me that the two men that we actually, the one we know for sure in Daniel Levy, who we all know that he doesn't have the best football nuances in terms of who we should go out there and get. I'm more concentrated now, however, to see, since he is spreading the responsibility, is whether or not he's bringing in people who are strictly football, and I don't get that impression from Scott Munn from the short interview. The full interview is about 12 to 13 minutes long, but the rest of it's garbage in terms of the relationship that I want to draw with him being a football man and also being an infrastructure man, which I just think Daniel Levy created a post for a mini me, for somebody who can take a portion of the responsibilities as far as his empire of putting up buildings and all the things that he's doing. Mark you, I'm not saying there's anything wrong in building infrastructure and making the club vast or bigger, but that's not where we want the club to expand. We want to see the information that we're getting back is that the football is at the forefront of everything that's happened and not the afterthought. I don't want a big stadium and that get filled every week because it's nice and it's okay and it's good to go there, and we're not competitive on the pitch. And so that is where I'm looking at it from a football standpoint. I really do not think Scott Munn is the man to be leading the football side of Tottenham Hotspurs. You let me know what you think. I'm going to roll the video, so stay
Does it
tuned
get
for that
to bridge the
portion
gap between
of
the
the video.
coaches and the players? And you think every football club can use a chief football officer?
Look, I think the reality is that there's no greater driver in the organisation than the football manager. He's ultimately the front spokesperson. He's the person that's deciding the direction of the bus. and he's taking the players with him. My role, or the chief football officer's role, and the people around it, is to give him the tools to be able to do the job that he needs. I think most clubs now, certainly the big clubs, have a similar role, maybe a slightly different title, but for sure they have someone that is solely focused on the football part of the business and ensuring that they're able to be successful, because we operate in a business that is around 0.5% improvement. If we can get 0.5% improvement, it's incredible. So we want to be able to give everyone every opportunity to improve and give us that edge.
How important is it to have a home stadium as a process of brand building? Is that the biggest statement one can make?
I think it's probably a little bit broader. I think it's infrastructure. And I was talking about that someone earlier today about Indian football. We are incredibly lucky. We have an amazing stadium that our chairman and our owners have invested significantly in, that gives us a unique advantage. There's no question. It is an amazing environment for our players to come and play and perform in front of our fans. And there is no question there have been games this year where that environment has changed the performance. I mean, I think about Sheffield. We were losing in the 90th minute. We win in the 97th minute. There's no question the crowd delivered.